Hi everyone, welcome to our Year 3 English lesson number 15. So today we're going to actually start our planning for our imaginative narrative based on the theme of friendship. So I've got a piece of paper here which I'm going to use for my planning for today because we're going to be creating a mind map. So because our story has to be based on friendship, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to write the word friendship in the middle here, and this is going to be the center of my mind map because every idea I come up with for my story has to have the underlying theme of friendship. So some things that we might be thinking about for planning our story, we need to think about our characters. So what characters am I going to have in my story? I think my main characters are going to be a dog named Benji and a wolf named Roger. They are going to be my main characters. Now I need to come up with an idea that might be my problem for my two characters based on the theme of friendship. So I think that my two friends Benji and Roger are going to actually start off not being friends. All right. So they are not friends. But as the story changes, they are going to have some things in common. Because lots of friends are friends with each other because they like the same thing or they have things in common. All right. And so this is going to lead to the end of the story, which at the end of the story, they are going to be friends. So I'm just going to label here that this is my problem. These might be some of my falling actions that then lead to the resolution. Now I also need to think about maybe some things about my character Benji. What does Benji like? Let's say Benji likes chasing things. And we might say that Roger likes playing games. While I'm only doing a couple of examples, it will help your planning if you do quite a few bits and pieces to add on for your characters, because when we do our character planning, you will have more information already to go off instead of having to think about it when we're doing that specific activity. So the last thing that I'm going to add on to my mind map for today, for my story, is I am going to put where my setting is going to be. And my setting is going to be a farmhouse, on the edge of a forest. So that is where most of my story is going to take place. So I'm going to put in brackets here so I remember setting. Okay, so you can see I have included all my main parts of information that I'm going to need for my story. I came up with this on the spot. You might decide that on this mind map, you're actually going to have a couple ideas for each. And then when it comes to us doing the next level of planning, you can choose which specific bits you would like to use. So I've got my characters and I've just put one interesting thing or one one like for each of my characters. I haven't gone in and described my characters. I've put that they're a dog and a wolf, but I have not described what type of dog. What does Benji look like? What does Roger look like? What are their main parts in this story just yet? Then I've got my key problem. I haven't put my building events that will build up to my problem, but I can do that in my future planning. I've got a falling action here, which is they have things in common. So that's where we're going to see the resolution to our problem. So these are the solutions building to that resolution at the end, which is they are going to be friends. So what you are going to need to do now is you're going to need to go and have a go at doing your own mind map. Send through any work that you've finished through to your teachers so we can give you some feedback to help you with your writing for next week. If you have any questions, send us through an email.